Hey guys, today we're going to talk about getting a bullet train.
And getting lost.
We're going to talk about exploring Takayama.
And getting emergency food.
I'm also going to talk about our opinions on sake. Our last day in Tokyo and we got the bullet train. Now it was expensive, so you might want to look into whether it's cheap to get the rail pass or not. So here we have the bullet train. As you can see, it's super fast, super smooth and super quiet, not taking into account the loud Spaniards we were sharing the carriageway with. Sort yourselves out, Barcelonians. So if you wanted to decide as to whether or not the Japan rail pass is for you, it is about €300 for 1 week. Now it cost us 2 singles, together cost us €150. So for us it really didn't make a difference if we got a rail pass or for 2 singles. Your mileage may vary though. Side note, we're going to mention later in the video about getting lost in the train station and not knowing where the ticket station is or how to give you a ticket gate. Our main issue with the ticket gate, which we don't actually address when we're talking, is you need 2 tickets to get through the ticket machine, and we were only putting our one in, our one main ticket. You need a second ticket which acts as a second pass to actually allow you to access the bullet train platforms, which we didn't know. So if you go to Japan and you're taking the bullet train, make sure you've got those 2 tickets ready. One is your regular train pass, and the other is, as we said, like a key card, a pass card, to allow you to enter the bullet train platforms.
Expensive, eh? You could say the train prices are unfair.
Ironically, Draggy, it is a fair.
That was a joke. What? This video's already gone off the rails.
Anyway, it was really fast getting there. It took about 2 hours to get from Tokyo to Nagoya.
Oh, but we had trouble changing trains now, didn't we, Bertie?
We did have trouble changing stations, didn't we, Draggy? Because a bullet train has its own separate apartment in the train station, and if you don't know where to go, you get a bit lost. We were frantically trying to find out, like, how do we get on our connecting train to Takayama, and it wasn't very clear at all, was it, Draggy?
It wasn't clear. And we only had 15 minutes to change.
And we only had 15 minutes to change. By the time we managed to figure out where we were going, we were like 5 minutes early to get on our train. It was really stressful.
It's really stressful, so make sure you got loads of time at the station to change. Take that, bullet train!
We were starving, Draggy, because we didn't prep any food or anything, so we stopped off and had some delicious soba beef. Oh, hello, would you look at that? It's Bertie's girlfriend's blurry hands, because he was too busy taking a photo of her food. Yes, this was our first soba we had.
Soba? Doesn't look alcoholic.
Draggy, I'm trying to record my voice for this YouTube narration. So anyway, as you can see, the beef there is actually raw, and it's slowly cooked in a broth, which is really cool, and it kind of adds to the freshness. And here we've got a nice little cinematic shot of my green tea there resting right next to the door. Now, it's snowing, so you better believe it was freezing. I think I actually ate this meal wearing my coat. It was so cold. But the green tea warmed me up, and so did the soba. And yes, Draggy, I was totally teetotal. Let's not mention the sake later.
No, Bertie. Sorry, train. You landed in Takayama. Now what?
I'm not going to tell you what I think of Takayama, Draggy. I'm going to show you.
Hello, is this Pulp Fiction? Because I'm doing some total non-linear storytelling over here. I'm actually showing you now the train ride to get to Takayama. So this is no longer a bullet train, this is like a regular train going through rural areas, yeah? So it's nowhere near as fast or as smooth, but it's still a lovely, beautiful scenes you get here as well. Yeah, and as we said, I'm actually showing you now the process before getting the soba. And it's just kind of, yeah, as I said, it's like non-linear. Non-linear? But you're putting it online!
Draggy, let me do my narration. So the train ride itself is beautiful and it's definitely worth it. You soak up some gorgeous views. I think the actual climb at the time when we went really added to it. I mean, look at these mountains with the mist cloud sort of clinging to them as well. And it was snow time. You'll definitely see more of that later too.
Hey, so this is Takayama Central then. Hey, we've got Bertie's girlfriend, aka Draggy, showing us around, and this is a sake tasting place. We're going to talk more about this later. It's got little sake vending machines. You get a little cup, you can fill it with sake from a dispenser, and you heat it up in a little sort of boiler bath there as well. I didn't take a video of that, or at least I'll try to find one. And as you can see, it's tiny little narrow streets, quite similar to Kyoto, which you will definitely see in upcoming videos.
And here you see, yes, lovely snow-capped buildings and snow-capped shrines. Yes, they leave sake there in the shrines for a little offering there, blessing to the gods. Now, what you'll see here is the inside, more non-linear storytelling online, as Draggy likes to put it. This is actually the inside of the place where we have the soba noodles. Now, a little lightning-fast Japanese class. Totemo means very, and oishi means tasty. So if you say totemo oishi, well, you're basically saying very tasty, and that's exactly what I said to the lady there behind the bar. And all the chefs turned around in unison and said arigato, thank you, which is a really nice experience. And it's what I'm really happy I learned some little phrases before I went. I definitely recommend you do the same. People give Duolingo a hard time, but I used it to practice some little phrases, and it really helped me out tremendously.
Bertie, you tried sake. What do you think?
Yeah, honestly, Draggy, sake, not a fan. I can see why it's not popular over here in Europe. Sushi, delicious.
Ramen to die for. Well, I meant ramen to die for, not raw people, you know. That's your cannibal, I suppose. Ramen to die for.
Sake, not so much.
Hello, hello, hello. So here we have the sake distillery. You can see the bottles there to the left. Yes, so Bertie and his girlfriend went to a sake tasting place, although it's not actually Bertie's girlfriend, it's Draggy because she didn't want to appear in his video. Fair enough. So you get your sake from a little gacha machine, you spend 500 yen, you get a little cup, and you get a little token coin thing there to try some sake. There's 20 different types, which is quite a lot. Some sake you can have it cold, other sake has to be warm, and that's what this little bath is here. Spoiler alert, that girl in yellow totally made a mess. She spilled her sake actually into the little bathing here, which you can see there. So you heat it up, you give it a little hot water bath, you take it out, as Draggy, aka Bertie's girlfriend, is doing. It was a nice little experience, and again, it's probably the best way to try sake because you've got 20 different types. Again, as I can say, not really such a fan. The building itself is lovely because it's an old school distillery of sake, and you can see this is a courtyard here. And hey, Les me enjoyed it as well in my little sake cup, which you can see in the video, and there's a little barrel there behind it. Yeah, they really do commit to the distillery vibe, and the actual place itself is lovely because it was snowing, and you'll see some of that in a second too. Hey, it's Bertie now in the editing room, in the editing room, because this is probably the 4th time I've gone over this video, getting it ready for you guys. Really hope you like it. Now, what really hasn't been mentioned yet in the video, from what I can tell, is that it's the stark difference between Takayama and Tokyo. This is so small town, quaint, mountain vibes in Japan as opposed to Tokyo, which is it's non-stop, yes. Which, I mean, you go to Tokyo, that's what you expect. But I really can't express just how quiet Takayama is in comparison to Tokyo. Tokyo is not allowed, by the way, right? This is so... It's just so quaint, and I really think that is the word to sum it up. It was an absolutely amazing way, certainly with the snowfall as well. It was just an absolutely fantastic kind of counterpoint to Japanese, to experiencing Japan. We got Tokyo first, and then we got Takayama here. It was really a really nice counterpoint to that. So really happy we got to experience it.
But Bertie, what do you do if you're trying to eat food but it's 8 PM and everything's closed?
Yeah, that's right, Draggy. We did get caught out, didn't we? Because in Tokyo, it's basically 24/7, but Takayama's a tiny little town in the Alps, and let me tell you, they shut at about 8 PM at the latest.
Takayama's a tiny little town of the Alps, and do you know what? Being New Year's didn't help either. It was holiday time.
Well, they have these little shops, and they're really convenient.
Do you mean convenience stores?
Yeah, or konbinis as they're called over there. You can get yourself some nice little sushi or some little onigiri, little triangle rice mold-shaped bowl thingies, and they were pretty good, and they sorted us out in a little emergency now, didn't they?
Yeah, it was a 7-Eleven, but it was good eats.
It wasn't bad, eh? Considering it was convenience store food, it was pretty decent.
Yeah, Mama, check out this epic use of single-use plastics.
Hello, Bertie Studio here for the last and final time. Whoops, those two things mean the exact same. Yes, it's time now to talk about the quite frankly egregious use of plastic in the Japanese konbini stores and probably in Japan in general. It seems to me that in Japan they have this special section of the rubbish bin called combustible section. I think they probably burn their plastic and use in power generators and whatever you want to call them, and oh my word, it is absolutely full of needless plastic. For example here.
So there you have it, folks. Takayama, bullet trains and sake. What more could you want?
You could like and subscribe. Bertie, it's rude to stare at Pokemon.
But they lift me up, Draggy. Huh?
Fish meat? Who do they meat?
I bet they meet Gil. This steak's unusual.
Whoa, man, that's totally rare.
Rawson joke train.
Japan's so stylish, man.
It's like when you think it's over, you can get better.
I mean, it's sleek and style. Sky Tower is literally overflowing.